Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Friday, August 13, 2021, and once again, we have another strong day in the market. So yesterday closed up at all-time highs. We had pretty trendy action throughout the session after we put in the initial lows about 45 minutes or so into the session. From that point on, it was straight up for the S&P and closing up at its high of the day. 26 points of range. The volume was pretty light, but we are pretty stretched up here at new all-time highs. And what we're going to be looking at is one of the indicators triggered an overbought reading, and that's on the 2-day RSI. Currently, the market is trading flat following that overbought reading in the RSI. So that's what we'll be looking at this morning. Let me go ahead and set this up with all four instruments. We'll be testing a setup that enters the market long at the open of regular trading hours, which is 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, and exits at 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. Now, like I said, the market's trading very flat right now. So there's all kinds of ways that you can describe that type of action. The way I'm going to do it this morning is I'm going to go into this gap size by a percentage of the 5-day ATR, and I'm going to say that the gap is within 20% of the 5-day ATR from the prior closing price. So this means it can open up, it can open down. It just needs to open within a range of 20% of the 5-day ATR. Now, for reference, the S&P 5-day ATR right now is 17 points. So if we're looking at this with a 20% cutoff, that means it can be plus or minus about 3.5 points. So that would be a pretty flat open, and that's where we're trading at the time of this recording. Next, I'm going to go into the indicator section, and this is where I'm going to grab the overbought reading and then put it in a bull market environment. So I'm going to do all of this from the active today. Let's do it from right over here. I'm going to go active today, overbought, oversold, this top option here, day after 2-day RSI greater than 95. Next, I'm going to put us in a bull market. So to do that, I'm going to create a bull market environment by saying we closed above a 10-day simple moving average. And I'm going to scroll down and also say we closed above a 200-day simple moving average. So I grabbed everything from the active today. The active today is just telling you what is true for the session. So you can just kind of come over here and click on the things you want to add. You've got a bunch of ideas that you can work off of, and they are all true for today. So I've got those added up top. Now I can click View Results. And here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time and exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern time, when the prior session closed above a 10 and 200-day simple moving average and triggered a 2-day RSI reading of greater than 95. So that's a really strong move higher, which will typically trigger that reading like we had yesterday. And then it's followed up by a flat open, which I've described as opening up or down, but within 20% of the 5-day ATR from the prior close. Historically, we've got a bunch of samples to look at here. 208 for the ES, 256 for the NASDAQ, 226 for the Dow, and 193 for the Russell. The win rates on these coming in mildly favored, so S&P coming in 58%. NASDAQ 62, Dow 58, and Russell 53, a little bit weaker there. But all of them a little better than 50-50 at worst, and some of those a little bit stronger with the NASDAQ at 62%. And then average win, average loss. Average win is larger than the average loss for the S&P. That's not the case for the NASDAQ. NASDAQ has the strongest win rate, but it is a little bit weaker when it comes to the average moves. The average loss is larger than the average win there. For the Dow, average loss a little bit larger than the average win, and that's also the case for the Russell. So it's really just the S&P that has a larger average win compared to its average loss. But all of the win rates are at least a little bit skewed towards the upside. And that win rate's just telling you what percentage of these have closed above the opening print for the day. So more often than not, these have closed above the open, meaning another green candlestick. So this overbought reading is often leading to a little bit more strength the next day when you get a flat open like we are currently seeing at the time of this recording. Hopefully you found this helpful. Good luck today. We'll see you next time.